This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We're now back at EVHub finally, and behind me here we have Millennium Falcon and Nasir. Yes, I was about to say Nasir is back, but it's more like I'm back because he's always been here.
Yes.
So I was in Thailand, and that's why it took so long, because Millennium Falcon just been sitting here until I was back. And I had to find time when I was available. But okay, we are back here. So quick recap. About roughly 4 months ago, right before I went to Thailand, Millennium Falcon had a problem. It stopped. I could not drive. And then I just had to go. I had to go to, to Thailand.
Yes.
And then Nasir took care of transporting Millennium Falcon on a flatbed. I think Bosch Car Service, you guys have some...
Yes, Bosch Car Service has some mobility warranty.
Yeah.
So all over the Norway they tow the car, so we contacted them and they tow the car from Frisja to us here.
Yeah, that was at Møller.
Yes.
Volkswagen, Audi. But okay, so Millennium Falcon is here. We have done, you guys have done a little bit of pre-work.
Yep.
And then I guess now, Nasir, you can explain what's going on. What is it?
Yes. Yes, when we went into the car, the indicator was blinking red. And then we controlled the fault code and everything and measurement isolation on the drive unit. And we did the diagnostic also with the toolbox. And then we find out that it's something faulty with the drive unit. It's some internal isolation problem.
Okay, so not the battery?
Not the battery. Okay. And then we decided then we will take out the drive unit completely. We have already ready drive units that we can swap with, but because of this video, we will completely open it up, changing bearings, fixing actually everything on that drive unit you have, and put it back on your car.
Okay, I find it a bit strange because when I look into this history before I bought the car, it was replaced just a few years before I bought it, and I haven't driven that much, which means, and also I didn't hear the typical grinding noise from the rear. So
yes.
There's not the typical, it's not a wear and tear problem, it's something else here.
Exactly, and if you want, I can try to explain a little bit. If you see this screw here, right, and you see this is a coolant coming out.
There's some kind of corrosion almost.
Yes, from inside and out. So inside here, I'm not sure, but we think it's a leakage inside here. And as well as you see here, it's a little bit oil here, around here. And the connection can also have a bad connection. Then you get also the same problem as you get. So it is some connection or a leakage problem inside here.
And okay, so Tesla, these generations, they have 8-year unlimited, 8-year unlimited warranty. But the warranty ran out, well, almost 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. And even though they replaced it, let's say, a couple of years ago, there's no warranty anymore. And I guess Tesla, they don't take any responsibility here, since it's out of warranty.
Yeah, but it can happen. It's a back-wheel drive, a lot of momentum.
Yeah, a lot of torque and stuff.
A lot of torque, yes. So maybe it's only some few sealing, maybe some broke inside, and that's why it happened. So we will get the answer when we open it up. But anyhow, we give 2 years warranty and 100,000 kilometers on the repair we will do now. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, let's see then.
Yes.
Okay, so we empty out this is coolant, drive unit coolant. Oh, look at that. First time I see it, at least. All right, so this is you see, that's the coolant, and here we have the gear, well, the drive unit oil. So see, this has a different color. It seems to be reddish. Yeah. So despite what people think, Tesla doesn't need oil change. Well, actually, from what I heard, the oil change interval is 8 years or 240,000 kilometers. So if you can get a free oil change in Tesla, you can just go for it. So now we're going to lower the drive unit.
So, then the driving is down.
Okay, driving is detached from the Millennium Falcon.
It's a sport when you have performance, and it's standing base when you have normal.
Look here, this is a grounding wiring cable or something.
It's just like porous and
It just disintegrated, and you see that's a new one.
yeah,
Well, really, it's supposed to look like that?
yeah.
And then the other end is over here. So I was like, huh? Did Robert cut it? No, he just touched it and then.
Yeah, it's porous, so we will change it and change the screws here.
Wow.
And if you see here from this side, you can see it's a lot of corrosion. It's actually loose, the ground wiring. It's just go.
Whoa! What the heck?
You see?
Huh? The heck, man? I guess this is a result of Saltsmotsfest in Norway.
8 years or maybe 10 years.
Oh, it might not have been replaced.
Yeah. So we will replace it with new and clean it and put it back.
And this is called, I think it's called stabilization rod or something.
Yes.
Yeah, and wow, is that rust?
A lot.
Wait, is it?
So we will put the new ones because when we take out all the back end, it's better to change because it's a little bit difficult maybe to change it when it's inside.
So, I suspect that when Tesla replaced the drive unit a couple of years ago, they didn't touch anything else. They just did exactly what they needed to do. And then all the corrosion and anything like that stays there.